and fauna. They need our help now. Any way, how? Let's join together for this. Without them, they will be truly missed. Extinction is forever. It's now or it's never. Our koalas must be saved. Let's help them see better days. Drought, flood and bushfires throughout all cities and shires. Immediate habitat protection with urgent government intervention. Look up in that tree. This is the last colony, only found in Australia. Let's protect our flora and fauna. They need our help now. Any way, how? Let's join together for this. Without them, they will be truly missed. Extinction is forever. It's now or it's never. Our koalas must be saved. Let's help them see better days. Drought, flood and bushfires throughout all cities and shires. Immediate habitat protection with urgent government intervention. Look up in that tree. This is the last colony, only found in Australia. Let's protect our flora and fauna. They need our help now. Any way, how? Let's join together for this. Without them, they will be truly missed. Somebody. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. This is also an original song, and it's the first song on my new album, and it's called Connected We Rise. And we sure do. not every flower comes to bloom. Others unfurl, facing to the sun, a light they do not doubt. Look towards the sky above the ocean's blue. Eagles soar above as I look into you. You and I together stand, reach out and take. Take my hand. When the evening falls and the moon ignites my mind, mysteries unveil of a life lived true and kind. Curious and open, does something grow in the soil of your creativity? You and I were made for this. We were born to taste. Taste this kiss. Tell me about your pain, unburden yourself, embrace the shadows of the past. Receiving now, smiling at life anew, holding strong, nothing stands in our way. Truth is the best of everything, connected we rise again. From the stars so high above, united with peace. Peace and love. From the stars so high above, united with peace. Peace. Thank you. Thank you very much. This next song is for Leah. And for those who don't know Leah, she has worked tirelessly to get this event happening and organised, and she's an amazing woman. She's sitting somewhere over there. I can't really see, but thank you so much, Leah. This was one that you wanted. Oh, there you are. It's not really a protest song, or it's a Romanian song, and it's part of my heritage, and I'd like to share this with you. So me amala oro kilena Roma babu babu sao Roma hontaye sao Roma babu babu Edlezi sao Roma dying. Sao Roma babu babu sao Roma hontaye sao Roma babu babu Edlezi sao Roma sao Roma babu babu sao Roma hontaye sao Roma babu babu Edlezi sao Roma die. Thank you. Thank you very much. And now I call to the stage Peter and Lisa. Oh, Mark. Oh, sorry about that. My mind is fantastic. Be prepared to be wowed.
inspiration we can get. In the profession world, that's called singer's medicine. I can't believe how many people have... It's so wonderful to see so many of my old friends, and I'll probably get a bit emotional about now. I am a bit emotional. I want to thank people in this community for helping me come here. I won't mention you personally, but I really do appreciate the help you gave. I did want to come, and I am here. But particularly Leah was the one that manifested things and made it all work. So, now, first of all, I'm going to take you through a trip of ancient hippie songs to save the forest, because so much of the culture from here and the influence of those that gathered in Nimbin after the Aquarius Festival actually seeded direct action all over this country and in fact the world. Terania protest was the first successful environmental action to save the forest on the planet. 3 years late, and that caused a moratorium by the government to stop logging in the rainforest for 3 years. 3 years later, we realised the moratorium was ending, and that was the beginning of the Mount Nardi nightcap protest. And I'd like to sing, this is a cappella, I'm sorry, Mark, you've got you up.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
It doesn't have to be a cappella because you haven't plugged your guitar in yet either.
Thank you. I'm a retired professional. In that I really have, my vocal cords are a bit wonky. Bear with me, I'll do my best for you all. I call myself an old war horse. I get dusted off every 10 years or so. Anyway, now this is for Mookie. And I sang this song. I took the music from here down to the Franklin Blockade, and that's why you see me turning up on all these films. But it was really Nimbin down there. So many of the people from here came down and made that protest work upriver. And every time the police boats were filled up with arrestees and they were going to take them from the protest down to Strahan, I would sing this song to them. For a walk through the forest, will you throw us all in jail? For the myth of employment, will you blaze the final trail? For the chance to use your power, will you give the words to start? For a handful of timber, will you take our national park? For a politician's payoff, will you let them take our trees? And for the multinational money, can they do just as they please? For the local country people, will you keep them in the dark? For a handful of timber, will you take our national park? For the sake of your empire, will you cut our futures down? For the history books to witness, will you be the criminal clown? For the end of our forests, will you give the words to start? For a handful of timber, will you take our national park? Save the Nightcap National Park. Now it gives me great pleasure to bring Mark Elliott to make it all sound brilliant and cover all my mistakes.
I'd just like to say something.
Oh.
I'm not supposed to say anything,
Yes,
am
you
I?
can
I'm
say
just
it.
a
You can-
saxophone player. But I'd like to say I really am in awe of the people who have been and are on the front line of these protests. I haven't spent a lot of time on the front line myself, but Lisa is one of those people who's really done the hard yards and been there, getting wet and being up trees and all
No,
that
I never
stuff.
climbed
And
a tree.
really, well, all the stuff you
I'm
did on the
scared of
front
heights.
line.
Yeah.
And
I
I
just
really
sang.
am in awe of these people, because I think it's these people who are going to be remembered in the future, the people who are trying to save, life as we know it.
Thank you, Mark. What's really sad is most of these songs were written in the 80s, and that's 40 years. And what's even worse is that they're even more relevant now. And I find that very, very depressing. And I'm very grateful to all of you for carrying the banner high for all of us who are getting too old to get wet and stand in the wet, muddy. Anyway, this was written for the Terrania protest. Open your ears to the sounds of the forest, sound of the wind in the leaves, the rushing of water flowing over the stones, every small creature that breathes. Hear the birds sing as they play with the wind, up in the branches so high. No, if we don't change the way that we're living, all of this beauty must die. La 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 la, la 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 la. Lee da 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 dum, dee da 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 dum, da 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 dum, dee da 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 dum. Oops. Open your eyes to the sights of the forest, the cascades of color and form. Every small place that you look around, a new kind of beauty is born. See the tall trees reaching up to the skies, the seedlings that spring from the earth. You are the ones who now must decide, how much is this really worth? La da da dum, la da 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 dum, come on. Lee da 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 dum, dee da 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 dum, dee da 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 dum, dee da 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 dum, and louder. Dee da 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 dum, dee da dum, dee da 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 dum. Dee da 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 da, dee da la la la, dee da 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 dum. You are the ones who now must decide, how much is this really worth? All I can say is don't ever get old. It gets harder to get up off the ground. I'm a bit shocked to realize I'm turning 75 this year. But so are so many others here. So I'm amongst friends. What did I say? What's next? Oh, the water song. Say what? We do. Yes, we do. on Tuntable, and he was waiting outside what's now the Nimbin Environment Centre, and this song came to him, okay? And I watched the river flowing down as I stand here on the shore, and I see the water turning brown, and I wonder how much more can we take from you? And the machines of death, they came today with the promise of more pain. Oh no, crushing trees and people in their way. Tomorrow they'll be back again, doing what they did today. And I'm standing here in Nimbin town. It's enough to make me weep, 'cause your apathy, it brings me down. Are you really all asleep, or only dreaming? And I watch the rivers flowing down as I stand here on the shore, and I see the waters turning brown, and I wonder what for. Do you do this? Money, 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 money. Thank you, Mark. Well, I got through those three. Which brings us to Brenda Lydiard, who wrote so many important songs back there. And this one has been used as soundtracks on Earth First better get it right. Mist on the river, the mountain and sky, the wide ripples shimmer as the boats wander by. The whole world is watching the wilderness war, but we don't have to ask, what are we fighting for? We are here for the river, here for the river, here for the forest, the place of our birth. We are here for the children, we are not an illusion. We will never allow them to kill Mother Earth. Now you may think that this is some kind of game where the rules keep on changing along with the names. The faces are many, the spirits are high, but if you think we're playing, just look in our eyes. We are here for the river, here for the river, here for the forest, the place of our birth. We are here for the children, we are not an illusion. We will never allow them to kill Mother Earth. Mist on the river, the mountain and sky, the wide ripples shimmer as the boats wander by. The whole world is watching the wilderness war, but we don't have to ask, what are we fighting for? We are here for the river, here for the river, here for the forest, the place of our birth. We are here for the children, we are not an illusion. We will never allow them to kill Mother Earth. Got a couple more. We've got, I had a fantasy of us all singing Tonka Toys for old time's sake. And then, if we've still got time, we could all join in on There's a War On. But in the meanwhile, I'd like to sing this song, which once again was written... Sorry? Precisely. Dear, oh dear. This song was literally written on the banks of the Franklin River, which was where the other song I just sang was about the Franklin, just in case you missed that, the illusion, you know. Now this we started off singing this as Save the Franklin. Then I sang it for Save the Daintree. I've sung it for a couple of others, but I think I need a drink of water right now. But now, I I sing it for our precious Tarkine. And it breaks my heart to see what they're doing there. It breaks my heart to see that they're still chopping down the trees. It breaks my heart that they haven't been listening to us all these years. It breaks my heart that we are facing this horrendous situation on this planet where we're watching all these species die that we fought so long to not happen. And I've been to the Tarkine, many of you have. I can't tell you how precious it is. And there's these glorious young people that sit up trees for weeks and do all these things. But it's so hard because they don't have what we had. We had hundreds of people standing with us. We had thousands of people back in the 80s and early 90s. But now all of you are fighting your own battles in your backyard all over the world. And we can't do what was possible back then. Aside from that, unemployment means that you keep having to go and do work stuff and things, whereas we could travel and get our check anyway. We were sort of professional. That's right. No, but I mean, we sort of got paid for it. God put money in our bank accounts. No, they didn't. No, we got checks. Save the Tarkine, hear our cry. Don't let the wilderness die. Save the Tarkine, hear our plea. Oh, it means the world to you and me. It's really good if people sort of clap on the third beat or something. Time the people realized what's going on, 'cause it will be too late when the last trees are gone. Don't you think that it's important to our lives, whether the earth lives or dies? Save the Tarkine, hear our cry. Save the Tarkine, hear our plea. Oh, it means the world to you and me. I've lost it. Hang on. Time the people realized what's going on, 'cause it will be too late when the last trees are gone. Don't you think that it's important to our lives, whether the earth lives or dies? Save the Tarkine, hear our cry. Don't let the wilderness die. Save the Tarkine, hear our plea. Oh, it means the world to you and me. Come and join us in our fight, don't be afraid. Come and join us while there's something left to say. People power is the greatest weapon yet. Why don't we put it to the test? Save the Tarkine, hear our cry. die. Save the Tarkine. Hear our plea. Oh, oh. It means the world to you and me. Don't let them cut down one more tree. It means the world to you and me. All right, I can't really see, but hands up those that were involved in the Terrania and the nightcap protests. Here. Come on, you're all hiding. Come on, hands up. Up the back, up the back. There we go.
They're lurking in the shadows.
I think so. Anyway, thank you. Well, I can't, yeah. What do we call this? I'm a click activist. So, here we go. Because I thought you'd be very strong in singing the chorus and you can sing along, because we all know these words, you see. Tonka Toys. Another wonderful frog song from the Mount Nardi nightcap protest. Good luck, Mark. I need it too. We took it all very seriously. We want to cut, we want to kill, we want to bulldoze that there hill. We don't care who pays the bill, 'cause we're playing with our Tonka toys. I'll cut the sneak track, I'll build a creek, and he'll cut the trees where the slope's too steep. We'll give the conservationists the creek toys. I've got a chainsaw, I've got a bulldozer, and I've got a logging truck. We don't care about environmental impact, we're only in it for the bucks, mate. We want to cut, we want to kill, we want to bulldoze that there hill. We don't care who pays the bill, 'cause we're playing with our Tonka toys. I've got a lunchbox, I've got a change, and he's got a yellow hat. After lunch we'll clear Fella Forest, and that'll be the end of that, mate. We want to cut, we want to plough, we want to bulldoze that there hill. We don't care who pays the bill, 'cause we're playing with our Tonka toys. You can do that. Playing with our Tonka toys, and again. Playing with our Tonka toys. We were so tough, we were so proud. We got stopped by a greedy crowd. The magistrate says we're not allowed. That's not fair. To play with our Tonka, gotta have a honker. Playing with our Tonka toys. And I think we'll leave it at that. I think I'll quit while I'm ahead. It's been so wonderful, and as I say, thank you to everyone who made it possible. And support with everything we've got. We have to stop them chopping one more tree down. It's so obvious. I mean, they make oxygen out of carbon. I mean, hello? Hello? It's a bit obvious. So thank you all very, very much. And see you soon. Now, I'm very embarrassed. I'm very embarrassed about my shaky introduction about Ian Lowe. He was only the president of the Australian Conservation Foundation. He's only an emeritus professor for the University of Griffith. So we really have a very special, knowledgeable man to talk to us. And I have seen this film, and let me tell you, we're all going to be in love with Bob Brown at the end. If we're not already. I can't see, but I hope it's okay. It is. We'll just, sorry, Ian, I'll just clean the stage for you.
Random saxophones.
Random saxophones, guitars.
Thank you, Lisa. I will be brief because you didn't pay your $25 to hear a speech from me, and I didn't pay my $25 to make a speech to you. So just a brief comment. 30 years ago, I was involved in the first independent national report on the state of the environment. And we said, obviously, that we have a beautiful and unique environment, but we also have some serious problems. And at the top of the list was the loss of our unique biodiversity. There have been 5 subsequent reports, all of which have said we have 5 serious problems. At the top of the list is the loss of our unique biodiversity. We know what causes the loss of biodiversity. It's the destruction of habitat. And in this film, we'll be looking at giants, the giants of the plant kingdom, the summit of the forests. And I invite you, as Lisa did, to open your ears to the sounds of the forest, open your eyes to the sights of the forest. And if I could add, open your hearts to the spirit of the forest. These unique, complex ecological systems that have endured for millions of years and are now threatened by our short-sightedness and greed. The film is also about a giant of the environmental movement, Dr. Bob Brown. No one has done more to protect our unique environment, to save the forests, than the good doctor from Tasmania. In watching the film, remind yourself that determined individuals can make a difference. As Margaret Mead said, never doubt the capacity of a small number of determined people to change the world, because that's all that ever has. We are at a pinnacle of human history. There is a real danger of civilization going down the gurgler in the next decade if we don't redouble our efforts to protect our unique biological systems. So I hope you are inspired by this film to recognise what we still have, inspired by this film to recognise that we can save what is left. And that is really our responsibility to the countless other species that we share this beautiful country with, and the future generations for whom we hold it in trust. Enjoy the film.